Welcome back, everyone. So, oh, I need to start. Um, okay, so I showed you what I did, and that's there. I actually wonder. I don't know. I don't know if you could like remove. I don't know if you could actually animate a removal. In other words, if it was there and I hit delete, I deleted the object at the time frame. It probably wouldn't work. I mean, I could try it sometime, I guess. Um, anyways, so actually, let's see something here. Uh, could I make it invisible? No, because it's actually removing the keyframe. Huh. So I guess there's not a way to actually channel editability. Mute. What does that mean, mute channels? Hmm. Because I don't think. Like if I did this and I hit I, it's going to give me an error. Hide viewport property cannot be animated. Oh, it actually tells you the hide can't be animated. That's kind of sucks. Uh, it should be, but I guess I'd have to still have to do it with transparency, which is fine. It's just actually, yeah. Actually, I wonder if it'd be more, if it would be better if I actually did a deal for the location of it. If I just like located it off the screen or behind the camera or something. That's a thought. But it is this doesn't really have a it doesn't have a see, it's got an offset x and y here, negative 0.5. That means right in the middle, right? Um, but it doesn't have like a z because it's a background image. In order to do that, I'd have to make it actually image as plane, and then I could put it in the C direction. And I could probably do the same deal as far as the transparency and stuff. But okay, we're not going to worry about that. What we are going to worry about though is yeah. See, okay. So there's kind of a problem here, right? And the problem is that I might still have to do it with images. But see, the problem here is not it's not the fact that I can't do it now, but now uh, okay. For instance, let's add a new background image. Image background. We'll say tracing shapes here, and that's interesting. Huh. I suppose that's correct. So if I hit a okay, oh, that's there, that's visible. Oh, I guess it just has to do with what's selected, right? So if as long as I don't select that, okay, I get it. All right, so let's rename this background image number 2. That. Okay. And okay, now here's the other thing, right? I might have to, if it's a background image, that means this is going to exist through the whole thing. So that means that it's going to exist back here. Am I right? I'm right. It's still there, right? So alternately, then what I have to do is I have to make that invisible on this keyframe background, and then I have to use alpha, and I have to put this transparency all the way down like this, and then I don't know if I have to generate a new keyframe here, but if I turn it back up, then do we still have the problem? Well, now for some reason, what's the deal here? No, that's still the shape one, right? So let's do that for a second. But this, okay, that's still there. If I turn this on, okay, so what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to do its own keyframe on its object, which is interesting, but okay, we can try that. And that is that on this keyframe, okay, and that is that this is going to be 0. Okay, now this isn't going to matter here, except now for background image 2 here, I'm going to have to do I, and I'm going to have to make this transparent, like that. Now, I'm only assuming now that okay, so that's not going to work. So let's go ahead and delete keyframes. Okay, that's still there. That's okay. So now, okay, so this is what I need to do. On background image 2, keyframe's got to be 0, and then I put an I on here. Now when I go to the next keyframe, I make that visible, and I say I, right? Okay. Now if I'm right, that means it switches, right? It switches from there to there. Am I right? So now, it doesn't matter, because now the one's invisible and the other one is visible. So now this is visible and the other one's invisible. So that way, if I do this, right, it's still invisible. This is visible. Okay, so that means I need to do it on individual background images, which is quite interesting, because that's kind of what I want to do anyways. So now let's go ahead and, okay, this is 25 and this is 26. I'm going to go down to grease pencil, and I'm going to go I, because I just, okay, all channels, right? And now I can just kind of go, oh darn it, back up the stroke. Let's go to draw mode, just like that. And so if I'm right, it's there. Okay, so there, and now we got this one. And now I can just, whoop. It's kind of hard to just do this from the side here. Whoop. That's terrible. But you get the idea. Now, I'm going to go ahead and say that's it for this. So now we know how to do it, which means that for each object, you're going to have to do a keyframe on each object. So when I add a new deal in here, I'm gonna have to do the same thing. I'm gonna have to put a keyframe on this one. I mean, I'll move it up to wherever I'm, the next frame or whatever I'm gonna move it up to. And in fact, so I can do new keyframes and have this going for a little while. And then, right, so my next grease pencil keyframe over, and then I have to do the same process for this. Anyways, I gotta end this video right now because it's pretty close, and thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.